Basically, I'm worked on Undeclared with Judd Apatow, and I've worked with him for years. And I became friends with Jason Segal from Undeclared. And the summer they were shooting Knocked Up, Jason said that he had a script about being dumped, and he and I are both obsessed with guys crying. I think that's the most hilarious thing of all time. And so I said to Judd, if I kind of guide Jason through the writing process, will you support me as a director? And Judd said yes. I'm sure, thinking it wouldn't happen. And then Jason popped off of Knocked Up, and Universal greenlit the movie, and it just started from there.
How does it feel to be part of this Apatow team that's sort of conquering comedy?
It's incredibly exciting. I mean, it really does feel kind of dreamlike. Like, I know, like Seth was literally my office mate on Undeclared. We all kind of wrote together, and we're like, we all thought that this stuff we were doing was funny, but we never thought it would reach a wide audience, even though we found it funny. And when it started breaking and the wider audience started agreeing with us, it was very, very exciting. So it could not be more exciting right now.
Was there a moment when you realized, wait a second, we're almost superstars now?
I kind of realize it on it's a weekly basis. Like today I just saw a trailer for Horton Hears a Who, and they were like, featuring Jonah Hill and Seth Rogen, and I was like, wow, that's crazy, like that, these friends of mine are like blowing up like this, and they totally deserve it, and so I think it happens just kind of on a, you just kind of realize it's happening, but you also think of them as just your friends.
No, stylistically, what did you look at for this film? What movies inspire you?
I looked at obviously like Judd's movies like Virgin and Knocked Up and that kind of stuff, and also the tone of Freaks and Geeks and Undeclared. But I also looked at James Brooks stuff, and it's like some of the Hal Ashby stuff like Shampoo and those kinds of movies, and basically that kind of realistic comedic tone that and I mean I'm a big comedy nerd, so I also like I think any strong super funny comedy always has some degree of realism in it, even something like Animal House, So that made that kind of stuff. Sideways, really anything that everything from Sideways to Animal House to Meet the Parents. So, yeah.
Do you know what's next for you after this?
Jason and I have a project together at Universal that's another romantic comedy that we're going to write together, which I'm very excited about. And I have an additional project that I'm going to work on for Universal. So we're just trying to figure that out.
What about dream projects? If you could direct anything.
I kind of am doing it already. Like I just did the exact tone, which is like bittersweet, hard romantic comedy, so I already feel like I've done my kind of dream thing, especially since we got to stay in Hawaii for like 3 months. But in terms of just a total dream project, I mean, yeah, I kind of feel like I'm doing the tone that I want to do. I mean, every comedy writer would love to do like a hard R, like comedy, and like the fact that I was just allowed to do that with very little oversight, like far too little oversight actually, is very exciting.
Now, is this next Universal a romantic comedy as well?
It's romantic comedy as well, yeah. We both are obsessed with relationships, and and really exploring them and getting into relationships and what make them work, and why so many of our relationships have not worked. So yeah.
Great. Well, thank you very much for talking with us.
Thank you very much.
Have a good one.
Yeah, cool. Thanks.